Hey everybody, in today's video we're going to talk about ClickFunnels and how to set it up. If you're new here, I'm Austin, and on this channel we talk about all things of how to make money online and start your online business. So like I said, today's video is going to be ClickFunnels. If you've been in the online industry, you've probably heard of people talk about ClickFunnels. If you have not, all it is a funnel software or a web hosting software for you to collect emails, build an online business, whether it be do email marketing, whether it be to host a product website, but it's a sales funnel. And the difference between a sales funnel and a website is people go to websites and they browse stuff. A sales funnel is like a direct path for what you want somebody to do in your business. So that's why it's so powerful. And like I said, if some of you have already attempted ClickFunnels, it may have seemed overwhelming to you. So that's what this video is going to be for. It's going to really show you, dive into the ClickFunnels account as a whole and how you can set it up properly and how it's actually a lot simpler than what it may seem, especially since if you don't have any kind of training on it, it can seem overwhelming, but it really is not that difficult. So as always, if you're new, please hit the subscribe button for me and smash that like button so I can keep creating valuable content like this for all of you beautiful people. So without any more of that, let's get into the computer and I'm going to show you exactly what ClickFunnels is and how to build a funnel. So I'm in ClickFunnels right now. If you don't have an account already, don't worry about it. You can get one later. But I'm going to show you the purpose of ClickFunnels and how you can set up a funnel. So we're in ClickFunnels, and if you, let's take a brief overview. I'm under an actual funnel. I'll show you how to get to this page, but this is what the overview of a funnel will look like once you get in. So let's go ahead and start from complete scratch. If you were trying to set it up, you would go to funnels, and then you're going to want to click build a new funnel. So we're going to build a new funnel. All right, immediately it's going to ask, what is the purpose of your funnel? So you could have multiple purposes. Like I said, you could use it for an email opt-in. If maybe you're doing affiliate marketing, we talk about a lot about that. You want to collect somebody's email in exchange for something that you give them so you get their email to put them on an email list to market to them later. Or you could sell a physical product, or you could host a webinar, or there's so much more you can do. So for the sake of this video, we're going to go with collect emails. You could also browse. Let's go back. You could actually browse the funnel marketplace. Let's just do that. Let's see. Let it load. Okay, no, I don't want to do that. We're not going to do that in this video. We're going to collect emails. We're going to hit choose. You're going to want to name your funnel. We're going to say example funnel. Select a funnel group. We'll do example. And then we'll hit build funnel. And it's going to give you a bunch of different templates and stuff like that. You could actually see them right behind here. Okay, so I don't want to go here either. Scratch all that. Let's go back. I'm going to hit or create a custom funnel. Just go back. Just exit this. In fact, exit it. I'm going to show you right here. Select a funnel type. The very first thing you see you could do a reverse squeeze page funnel. You could do a summit funnel, product launch, webinar, live demo funnel. There's so many different templates right here that you could use. And you could do, and it tells you, let people know who you are and how to connect with you. Video sales letter, that's where you sell something through a video. So there's plenty of things you could do right here. But you got lead magnet funnels, which is like an email opt-in. Let's just go with lead magnet funnel. And then it's going to show you what type. It's a lead funnel, pages 2. And then here's a little training by Russell Brunson himself. And you can see right here are different lead magnet funnels. And this is where you give away something for free in exchange for an email. This is something we really talk about in the affiliate marketing space. But these are your free ones and these are your paid ones. Obviously paid are going to be a little bit more advanced, a little bit. They'll differentiate yourself a little bit more than other people's. But we're just going to use a free one for the purpose of this video. So you would just click free. And then you'll hit get funnel. And then it's going to download into the back end of your funnels. And then we'll go over here to funnels. I'm not going to wait on it. We'll just use the one I just made a second ago. Oh, actually it's right there, less than a minute ago. But we'll use the example funnel that I just created to walk you through all of the steps. So right here, you can see on the top, it has different actions depending on what you want to do. But we want to do an email opt-in. So we're going to stay in opt-in. We're going to do email opt-in. And we're just going to look right here, different ones. In fact, let's go through that one. I'm going to back up just a little bit. Let's see what this one looks like we downloaded. See if it actually downloaded. lead magnet, thank you page. Perfect. It's an email opt-in. It says right there on the bottom, and a thank you page. Let's use that because it's already built. So real quick, the very first thing you're going to want to do is, you see how the URL up here is not pretty? You want to change that. So let's go over to settings right here. And you'll see the name. This was the one we just downloaded. Group tag, cookbook, doesn't matter. Domain, you'll want to go here and add a domain or pick from one of your domains you purchased. You could purchase a domain right here through ClickFunnels, or you could use a third party like GoDaddy, HostGator, any like Google domains, Namecheap.com, and you could purchase your domain. But real quick, so the path, so let's say that we purchased our domain, let's just say we used austinbecker.com, and our path is, the path is going to be the after it says austinbecker.com/, then you have the path. We're going to be like example, we'll do example, we'll just do example. And then we'll want to, and that's how you'll set up your domain for your whole entire funnel. And I'll get to that in a minute. Down here, you have head tracking code and body tracking code. This is where you'll input tracking for pixels. If you're doing Facebook ads or something like that, you will input the pixel right here in the head tracking code from your Facebook ads manager. That's for a whole different video, but that's how that works. So after that is set up, you just scroll down here to the bottom and you would hit save and update settings. So now you'll see that if we go to settings, and we were to go to austinbecker.com/example, it would bring us here. Let's go back now to our actual funnel step, and you'll see this one's different. So right here, if you copy this, let's copy this link, and let's open it in a new browser, and you'll see it's going to bring up our page. Okay, let's type austinbecker.com/example and see what it does. It didn't work, but whatever, you get the point. So it brought that page up. Let's go back to our funnel. And it probably just hasn't populated yet because I just did it. But right here, you're going to want to change this path to make it pretty as well. So you'll want to click funnel step settings. And then the path right here, you'll want to do example and just do variation or whatever you want. It doesn't matter what you want to put update funnel step. So now you see our web page is example variation. And the reason I did that is because I want to create a variation, and I'm going to split test 2 different variations. So let's create duplicate. And the reason you would do this is to decide, you could test 2 different landing pages. So let's say this is get this free, like the copy, I don't like putting my mouse over it. It says get this free ultimate book. Maybe the other one I want to do something else like attend my webinar, and I want to split test them and see what one's working better. I would just run this at 50%, 50%. So anytime somebody visits this URL, the main URL, it'll diversify, it'll choose different ones. It'll go to different ones. It won't always be the same landing page because it's 50-50. Every other click is going to go to a different one, just so you could collect data and you could check your stats here on what's performing and what's not performing. Lead magnet, you got your variation. You can see page views all and uniques, and you can compare them side by side. What's getting more opt-ins and what have you. So that's how you would first start with the variation. But now there's another URL. And the only reason I'm explaining this is a lot of people get confused with their URLs and they wonder why it doesn't look pretty up top. So there's another URL. You could, your path for this specific variation, you could edit right here. So now I could do path, example, V1, update page. And then I could go over here and do example, V2 update page. So now if anybody goes to austinbecker.com/example V2 or V1, it'll go to this path. And see, like if I hit preview, it should pull it up. It's going to pull it up. It still hasn't populated the name yet, but it will. So let's back off of that. that is how you're going to change all of your URLs. You want to change all of them, but the most important one is really this one right here, because this is probably what you're going to post for people to get to. So if you're planning on posting your URL and you're planning on copying this URL, which will test these two different variations, you just want to make sure this path looks good, like it does when it goes. It says, well, see, now it populated the V1. Oh, because we did a different variation. Now let's go back. And now if we do it again, it'll probably bring us to V2. Still V1. It's a 50-50 test, but eventually it'll bounce and go to version 2. Oh, I have 100% traffic going to this one. So let's do 50%. Apply changes. We're applying your changes. And then once you open it, version 1, once you open it, it'll eventually go to version 2. It'll send 50% traffic to one, 50% traffic to the other. That's enough about that, though. I don't want to get into that too much. So let's go into the actual page editor. So if you click edit page, and I hope you really understand that. If you didn't understand that, leave a comment below and I'll readdress your comment. But just be sure you understand that you purchase your domain, you set your domain up, and then you have 3 different locations for your URL. You have the whole funnel URL, which is the very first path we talked about. Then you have the variation split test URL, which allows you to split test variances, and that's the second one we talked about. And then you have the each individual variance, they have their own URL if you want to do it yourself by running ads or something. So I hope that explained that. Now we are inside of a page editor. This is what your page editor looks like. So your page editor, as you can see right here, it's green. So when it's green, you see how it went from green to blue to orange? There are your 3 different sections, or 3 different sections or different areas in your funnel. So the green is called a section. It's this whole section here. You see how this highlighted green? It's the whole section. It's everything within that block. And then down here you have another section. And the blue is going to be a row. A row allows you to create columns. As you can see right here in this row, it has this blue bar right here. This is your column, separates your columns. So there's 2 columns here. So let me show you what I mean right here. So if I want to add a new row, I just click the button and I could do 1 column, 2 column, 3 column, 4 columns. So let's do, you can see this one has, I'm going to add 3. You saw this one has 2 because it's separated by 1 line. This one now has 3 because it's separated by 2 lines. This allows you to add different things. Say I wanted my button next to the email address instead of below it, I would just do 3 or something like that. Or if I wanted a video to the right, you could add different elements. Elements are orange. Elements are each key piece of content. So right here, and you could adjust this. See, I can make this smaller. All you do is drag the little bar and you get to decide how big you want each column to be, or each row to be, or each column. So now the elements, and if you want to edit it, all you have to do is click settings, and then you could edit like the top margin is how close it's going to be to the top of the section. Or if you want a little gap, you get to decide that here. You can do your background image if you want a separate background image inside of your rows. You can do a background image here. Background color, text color, width. You can do padding on the left and right, alignment, how you want it. It's all done right here. So let's go back to the section, for example. If you click the settings while you're in the green, it allows you to change the background image. You see it has the sky background image. We could change it right here. You could change your section width if you want to do a medium. See how it brought my section width to a medium to kind of look more like a PDF or something, or you could go full width. So you adjust everything in each individual settings tab based off of everything you want to do. So now if you want to go to the actual element, which is going to be the product inside of the column, then you are going to want to go here. You could just double click it if you want to edit it. Get this, we're going to add the word book, for example, book free. And then you could hit, if you want to hit if you're inside of the element and you click settings, you can now change the settings. Text color, black, bold color, white. So it's obviously in bold, so it's going to show up under the bold. So I could change it to red if I want to change the color. I could change the font size if I want to change the font size right here. And it's super simple to use. Again, I could adjust the margin on the top if I would like. And this would adjust the top of the margin in that row or column. So let's go back. You could add anything you want. So if I want to state inside of this column and I want to add another element, I would just go wherever I want to add an element below or above another element. You just go below the element and you hit add new. So say I want to, it says add your email address here. Let's say I want to add a new email, or say I want them to put their name in here. I would put input, and then I would put place. What do I want them to input? I'll put first name, and now it's a first name, and then I'll put enter first name here. So now, and I could put if I want it to be required or not required for them to advance to the next step. So say I want it to be required, then it will be required for them to input that, and then it will carry over to whatever software I integrate, whether it be an email autoresponder or what have you. So it's super simple to do that. And if you want to add another, we did talk about it, adding that. If you want to delete something, you just click delete and it goes away. And if you want to remember each section, if you look right here on the top, you have sections, which are in green. You have the rows in blue. The columns fall within inside of a row, and then the elements are highlighted in orange. They fall inside of each column. And again, if you click add a new element, you see I could do a headline, which is large text, subline is medium text, paragraph is obviously smaller text. You can do bullet list, images, videos, what have you. You want to be very sure that you do decide what page you're on. Like if you want to do a checkout page, you actually have to be in a sales page. So remember, we're in an email opt-in page, and I'll show you what I mean by that. So you got the basic of understanding of sections, rows, columns, and elements. Very easy to use. As you see, you hit the add button, you put exactly what you want, and it works. Another thing you want to be sure of is you want to check the mobile, what it's going to look on mobile. So you see it's very mobile friendly. This was what we had added those 3 rows to show you. So let's say I don't want to see these 3 rows, or let's not do that. Say I don't want to show this picture on mobile. Just click settings, and then where is it? Mobile only. So now I clicked mobile only because it was on all. If I click mobile only, or let's not do it on mobile, let's do desktop only. So now it's in desktop only. So now let's go back. If I click mobile, it doesn't populate. You see what I'm saying? Because it was taking up a lot of space on the mobile. So now if you're on mobile, it doesn't pop up. Whereas if I go to desktop, it pops up. Now let's say I don't want this on my desktop. I would hit settings, and then I would click mobile only. So now you see, get this free book. It's mobile only. If I go over to desktop, it's not there anymore. It just says grab your ultimate guide to conquer the world, free. So you could play around with that if you want certain things on certain mobile or desktop. The next thing I want to talk about is settings. So you have settings inside of each specific page. So integrations. We'll talk about that on a different level, but like say you click integrations, your integration you want to select, you could do active camp. I don't have anything set up right now on this because we just said I'm going to show you how to do it on a whole different, on your whole funnel account as a whole. But see, autoresponder integration not connected. I'll show you how to connect it in a minute. But that's where you'll integrate autoresponders and stuff. SEO metadata. This is where people, if you share your link via Facebook or any link, it's the picture that always pops up. You know how sometimes people have nice pictures of whatever they're about to go to, like a YouTube channel or something. It'll populate the thumbnail or whatever. You put the title here, the description, and this is what will populate automatically. The keywords you want to rank for SEO, and then your image. If you put an image here, that's the image that's going to pop up and make it look professional every time you share a link. So you do want to do that. You definitely want to do that. Tracking code, that's for Facebook pixels and stuff like that. We already discussed a little bit. Custom CSS, that's custom coding. If you know how to code, you could custom code stuff. So you could change the color of your buttons and stuff to you could do all kinds of stuff if you know how to code. Background, if you want to change the background of the funnel of this page in its entirety, you could do that here. Typography, if you want to have one certain font across the whole entire page, and then general settings are just general little small settings, like the affiliate badge on the bottom right. When you see people have a ClickFunnels account, you could show or not show that right here. You could hide it to where it doesn't pop up. You want your listing to show up in search engines, you'll allow it to show here. So, and then on submit, go to it, tells them where they go when they hit submit on this button. You want to make sure that's set up if they have a digital asset. So that's where you do that. let's go back. Oh, right here, real quick, pop-up, show pop-up. If you want to show the pop-up, sign up to get the full course right now. You could turn this on or off right here. This is but as you see right now, we don't need a pop-up because we have it here. You see how some people say, yes, I want this, and then it pops up with the email address. That's what the pop-up would be. You would either show your pop-up or not show your pop-up. So you can edit your pop-up settings here and just edit everything that you see on your pop-up. But let's go back to exit. I'm just going to leave. It's not a big deal. I'm not saving anything. And then we're going to say you want to, and then after that, so as you see on the left-hand side right here, the funnel steps, this is the order that people will go in when they go through your funnel. They'll do the email opt-in page, and then they'll go to a thank you page. Again, you edit your page right here in the edit page tab for that specific page, and you'll want to change your path for your edit page so it looks cleaner than that. Same with each if you want to do a variation. Obviously, it's your thank you page, the variation doesn't really matter unless you're adding a bump sale or something. So let's say you want to add something for sale, sales page, example, path, sales page, here I'll put a hyphen, sales page, example, and then we'll hit create funnel step. So now you're going to have to pick a sales page because we say we want to sell something. If you want to sell something, you're going to need an order form on that page. So let's just click order form, and then we'll see there's a bunch of different order forms here that are already pre-populated. They're very nice. So let's just click one to create a template. So all these templates are pre-built and free to you as long as you pick a free one. See, and you see sales page example. Our path already populated here, and we could adjust our sales page path again here if we would like. And obviously that has to be more specific on the actual page if you're split testing. And then we'll want to go, and if you go to settings, you'll see that our sales page is our main path is still for the whole entire funnel. The very first page is still always going to be this. But let's go back to our sales page example and then hit edit page. And if you're getting lost in this, I'm going to put in the description an actual funnel challenge, like a funnel training by Russell Brunson that you could access down below in the description. So if you need a really step-by-step, a good little program to go through, I advise you to click the link in the description. It'll be very beneficial. It's the One Funnel Away Challenge by Russell Brunson. But as you see here, this page has shipping, and it's probably it's a two-page checkout to where it's shipping, and then select quantity and their email address, or not their email address, their credit card information. And if you want to do this, it's already set up. But the thing about this, as before where it wasn't, say you want to, let's say, add a new element, you could add right here order elements. You didn't have order elements on the email opt-in page. So order elements, we could literally do a credit card. Like if we want the credit card number, I could, and then if you want to move something, you could literally drag and drop it right below something. And then you see it popped up right below that. If you want to come in here and you want to move your button and everything, you could come in here and move your button. But this one's already set up. You could actually delete this whole thing, and you could add your order element on the same page if you want. I just wanted to show you that because it wasn't in the email opt-in page. So it doesn't have any add to carts or anything like that. And that's why this is so much more powerful than going through a website, because like someone has to go to add to cart, decide if they want shipping, maybe there's a coupon code, maybe there's this. There's no real, like once somebody goes through this, it's a purchase, and then you could upsell them. You could add upsells, like you can see right here. You could do order bumps and stuff like that. So there's different things you could do. Like click it, order bump. Yes, I will take it, one-time offer, and you talk about what it is. You just come in here, edit it like anything else. You could change it. I want the free cookie, like whatever it is, and you edit it here, one-time offer, your text, everything. You edit it right there. So super user friendly. Another thing. Okay, so what I want to show you now is how to actually, let's exit this. So the key things to take away that you're going to need from that is you're going to need to integrate your software. So somebody comes in to your email opt-in page. you need to collect that email. If you're paying for the $297, the backpack and Actionetics and stuff, if you have a $297 ClickFunnels account, then you could use their autoresponder in backpack to send emails out. If you're not, which you don't need to start with, you can start with a $97 plan. You are going to need to get an email autoresponder. I personally use ActiveCampaign, so that's what I would recommend. It's got the best deliverability, and you can get it for way cheaper, like 15, 20 bucks a month for X amount of contacts. As you get more contacts, you'll have to get a bigger plan, but by that time, you'll hopefully be making money. But let's go right here and click Account Settings. Account settings are your overall account settings. And as you see on the left-hand side, you have integrations. So we'll click integrations, and you could hit add new integration and search for ActiveCampaign, Aweber, whatever email autoresponder you want. You'll click, let's just click Aweber, and then you hit connect integration. It'll be, if you don't have the exact steps you'll need, you'll go to Google and type Aweber integrations, and it will bring you to app integrations from Aweber's website, telling you step-by-step how to integrate their software. Again, so that's how you'll set that up. And then payment gateways, then you'll want to set up a Stripe account. I have Stripe set up. You will want to hit add new payment gateways. You can do Stripe, you can do PayPal. It's up to you. A lot of people use Stripe. You'll just click, let's click PayPal. Client, PayPal, create PayPal V2 account, and you'll want to integrate it. Go over to, I like Stripe, but let's go over to PayPal. Same thing, Google PayPal integrations, and you'll set to PayPal integration in those PayPal, accept payments for business, but integration page for PayPal payment centers right there. And then you would want to click it and go through the steps. But you do it right here in ClickFunnels, it'll tell you exactly what to Google, where to go to. And then again, your domains, you could come in here. I just have one connected to this account. It's an external domain, which means purchased it elsewhere. And I brought what they call the C name, and I integrated it over to here. Super easy to do. You could hit add new domain, and it will walk you step by step. Again, you could go over to GoDaddy or Namecheap, and it will help you do that. So I think that was everything. Set up your ClickFunnels, and you have an email opt-in and broke it all down. And then you integrate your payment softwares, your email autoresponders, and then you should be good to go. If you have any questions, leave a comment below. If you need a better training or more detailed training, in the description below, I'll leave the One Funnel Away Challenge by Russell Brunson. It's the actual funnel challenge teaching you how to build funnels like a pro. So I hope that helps. And as always, we'll see you in the next video. Be sure you subscribe and smash that like button though. We'll see you tomorrow.